What's going on, Falcon fan? This is Rakundo coming back at you with another video. So today we're going to continue the draft series, and I'll talk about edge rushers today for the Atlanta Falcons that they potentially take in the 2024 NFL draft here in April. We know that Atlanta Falcons has desperately been trying to look for that all-world pass rusher that can, take over and be the next leading guy for our team to get after the quarterback. Um, just has not been a thing that they was able to do for a long time. Probably since John Abraham, they had somebody that was consistently getting after the pass rusher with double-digit sacks. Well, hopefully, they can finally fix that issue. Potentially, they could do it in free agency. However, if they're not able to do it then, or they could double down and pick a guy in the draft. And looking at these three guys, the guys I'm gonna highlight today, could definitely maybe fit that bill. So, guys, with that being said, if you have not already, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell so you know when I drop another video. Please hit the like button so I know you guys are here to talk about. Then please share my video throughout the YouTube universe so more people can come in here and we talk about these Atlanta Falcons. So the first guy we're definitely going to talk about today is Florida State Seminole Jared Verse, a guy who sits at 6'4", 260 pounds. He had 9 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 41 tackles in 2023 campaign. Jared Verse is a guy that already shows that he has, his pass rush moves down, look like a seasoned vet out there. Definitely going to get groomed and be able to hone in those skills, but he already shows that he has that. This is a guy, in my opinion, that when he gets to the combine next week, he's going to be able to accentuate some of his athletic ability that he has, a natural ability that he shows. So I think he's going to shine at the combine. He's already on Feldman on freak list because of his strength. And you can see that strength on the field when he's pushing tackles back into the quarterback. So I definitely believe he's going to be able to do that. Some of the abilities that he has already, like I said, his moves that he utilized, being able to make tackles in the run game, his bend that he already shows. That's one of the things that you can't teach, especially for pass rushers, being able to bend and keeping your balance to get around tackles. And one thing that we're going to hear from all these three, his first step is amazing. So that's another thing that you like about Jared Verse. But he's really, for the last 2 seasons, really been dominant and with the Seminoles. And I think that if the Atlanta Falcons would pick a guy like Jared Verse, they can hone his skills. Not 100% sure on the fit for the Atlanta Falcons because they are going to the 3-4, and I don't know his potential being able to drop back in coverage. But I know for a fact, getting after the quarterback and playing in the run game, I think Jared Verse would definitely be really good at that. So, guys, let me know what you think about Jared Verse. Like I said, a guy that really has power and a guy that I believe that's going to really shine this week at the NFL Combine as well. So that is Jared Verse. The next guy I was going to talk about is Laiatu Latu. I think I said that right. He sits at 6'4", 261 pounds. 13 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 49 tackles, and 2 interceptions. So this guy I think, is really, really talented. We know his story though. He was at the University of Washington. A guy that actually I think was coached by Jimmy Lake, but decided he retired from college. Then he came back with the UCLA Bruins. So definitely his medicals is going to be a big thing. This week at the NFL Combine, if he come back all clear, I think it's really going to be a good thing for him. Um, I think Latu is what they're saying is I think he's able to play in the 2-point or 3-point stance. He's already showed that ability, showing his 3 interceptions that he can drop back in coverage. Once again, a guy with a quick first step. Um, he already has great pass rush moves. We've seen that at the Senior Bowl with him. I think he can create mismatches if you put him in on guards and things like that because of his quickness. Um, Not really good in man and coverage, but he is in zone. So that's one thing that he probably gonna have to work out. And he shows great instincts as well. So I think Laiatu Latu is a guy that Atlanta Falcons consider. To me, the biggest thing with him is his health concerns, and if the doctors at the combines give him a clean bill of health and saying that it will be no issue for this guy to have a long NFL career based off what you see on the tape and his ability to be able to get after the passer, being able to have that motor that he's shown, being able to get in coverage. I like him a lot. It just be interesting how what the Atlanta Falcons think about this guy, but um, definitely, if everything checks out medically, I can see him being drafted at number 8 for the Atlanta Falcons. But guys, let me know your opinion about Latu. All right, and the last guy on the list today is, of course, Dallas Turner from the Alabama Crimson Tide, guy that sits at 6'4", 242 pounds, 10 sacks, 2 forced fumble, and 53 tackles. Obviously, you can see his size. It's probably going to be an issue trying to go up against big tackles. So maybe he has to put on a little weight. But what you're seeing out of Dallas Turner, what you see a lot of guys that in that Alabama program, they finally get their opportunity to flash, which he did in his senior season. You've seen Dallas Turner. His first step is quickness. Once again, I told you it's going to be a theme with these three guys. Able to get off the block. His change of directions, being able already to run stunts, what they utilize at Alabama, team. Could be used in coverage. So that's one thing is that, like I said, if you're trying to look for a guy that maybe fit what you're trying to do from a defensive standpoint, a guy that I think can drop back in coverage, definitely a guy that gets his hands up if he can't get to the quarterback, which is something that you have to be able to see sometimes, because if you're not getting there, get your hands up. I think he improved in his pass rush moves from last year to this year. You can see the improvement there, and he's really good in the run game. He's able to keep his leverage, being able to hold that contain, which you got to be able to see. Some guys are not good at that, and then they become third down specialists, just in the pass game. If he can be a 4 down guy, being able to be good in the run as well in the pass, that's what you want. And I think a guy like Turner has the potential to be very special, especially if he put on just a little weight to be able to, withstand some of the bigger tackles in the NFL. But definitely Dallas Turner is a guy that Atlanta Falcons also consider to bring in. You just got to see what's their flavor. Now, if they decide not to get any of these guys, you have to go down the list. A guy like Chop Robinson might be somebody they consider maybe in the later rounds. My opinion, honestly, I really believe that Atlanta Falcons definitely going to address the pass rush early in free agency, hopefully, and then they can double down in the draft. That would be great because it's something you got to fix. Some things when you definitely on defense, you're able to get off the passer and you're able to coverage in the back, which I believe they're definitely going to be able to do, is be able to coverage because of all the expertise that we have from the coaching staff, according to the secondary. So that's going to be a big thing. If we can get that front seven to get after that pass rush, to be able to, work in unison with that secondary, I think it's going to be really good. So guys, these are my three guys that definitely the Atlanta Falcons could potentially pick in the first round at the number 8 overall pick. Of course, it's all based on what they do with the quarterback position. But if they already have addressed that and they feel like this is one of these guys or somebody they can actually benefit to help them be able to start to get out some of these great NFL quarterbacks, that's what we need to do. And somebody that can do it for a long time here in Atlanta. So, guys, let me know what you think about Jared Verse, Latu, Latu, and Dallas Turner. Um, just let me know what you think. This is your boy Ricondo coming back at you with another video. Peace.